And we're ending the work week on another pretty good note. We've had blue skies and sunshine today. Even with the additional clouds, we still got pretty warm today. Carbondale right now reading in at 77. A little bit of a breeze out of the south right now, but really not a bad day, or at least evening, to get outside and still enjoy some of the dry time and just the warm conditions. Piedmont right now reading in at 80 degrees. Everyone else somewhere in those 70s. Murray a bit cooler in those lower 70s, but Carmi 78 along with Mount Vernon. We have Carbondale at 75. As far as radar and satellite goes, we're still seeing a pop-up shower here and there, but it's really all thanks to the system off to our east. We're getting some of this wraparound moisture, so not something everybody's going to be seeing, and that's going to continue to move off to the east. Not really going to be a concern. What we're watching is this low that's off to our west. Already seeing that severe thunderstorm watch in place for parts of Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, even Iowa. They've got a couple warnings there in place as well. So that whole system is going to continue to push east and move over to us. Not happening tonight, though. We're still tracking the clearing of those clouds as they continue to push off to the east. We got temperatures staying pretty mild as well, only dipping down into the mid-50s overnight tonight. So today, threat tracker fairly low. We're just tracking those few additional clouds. Still some really warm conditions. As far as Saturday goes, you should be good for the first half of the day. Once the cold front begins to approach, though, we start to see the rain and storm chances return. By Sunday, a couple of those lingering showers could last into the morning, but what we're really watching as far as Sunday goes is the much cooler air as it moves in. Right now, though, really not a whole lot happening, which is some good news. Still enjoying it while we still can. In the next couple of hours, we're still hanging on into the 60s. After midnight, dipping into the 50s. Then once we get rid of those clouds moving to the east, the next round moves in tomorrow morning from the next system. A couple of isolated showers possible in the first half of the day. Probably not worth canceling your plans over until we get closer to the evening when we see the cold front approach. By about 7 o'clock, we could see a couple pockets of heavy storms there, really seeing that in parts of SEMO. And then as it continues to push off to the east, it does weaken some since the sun is setting, but still a concern that we have to keep an eye on. So that'll last at least until midnight as the cold front pushes through the region. That'll also be the timing of when we see our Sunday highs. Saturday, so for tomorrow, still fairly nice. Highs approaching 80 for many of us. We see that rain chance come in and stay into the first half of the day on Sunday. The latest update from the Storm Prediction Center does now include a couple of our SEMO counties like Carter and Ripley in that 3 out of 5 enhanced risk. The rest of us somewhere in that 1 to 2 risk. Really keeping an eye on larger hail and some pretty damaging winds. Flooding not going to be a concern. It's not a big rainmaker. Those isolated higher amounts, somewhere between 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch. The rest of us really just seeing about 1/10 of an inch. So really nice to have the Storm Track 3 app, and it's also pretty easy just based off temperatures to tell when that cold front will be moving in. The next couple of days we have highs somewhere in those upper 70s, but then by the weekend we have highs only in the 60s and low 60s at that for our Sunday. So keeping an eye on tomorrow. Again, just make sure you have ways to receive alerts and warnings. We've got the chance of those later evening showers and storms. A little bit of that lingering into Sunday, but it won't be anything severe. That'll just be that rain chance. The warmest part of the day happening around midnight. So by Sunday evening, temperatures will only be in the low to mid 50s. But the good news is we do quickly recover. We're back up in the 60s and 70s by the start of the work week.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Good. We can make it. We can make it. All right. Thank you, Katie.
Thanks.
And you know,